All right, thank you so much, Maven. Los Angeles, y'all ready to get this one going? Yeah! Coming to the stage is a squad coming from the north that you do not want to mess with. Now, let's see, make some noise and let's see what they're all about here at our Toronto Ultra.
Haters talking to me, tell them pipe down. Or it's lights out, zeros on the debit, baby, all I do is swipe now. Gucci sweater 5,000, stunning, buzzing. I be going up, no ceiling. Wow, ballin', running, getting to the paper, I'm peeling out. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary.
Los Angeles, make some noise for the Toronto Ultra.
Haters talking to me, tell them pipe down. Or it's lights out, zeros.
Give it up for Kimmy, Bands, Insight, and Kleenex, your Toronto Ultra.
It has been a rocky season for this squad, but there have been some decent moments. We know how dangerous this team is in Search and Destroy, and what has Champs told us in the history? A round one matchup versus OpTic is a ticket to make it all the way to the finals, so they're hoping to get that win here. Blaze, let's bring out the fan favorites.
The fan favorites, Los Angeles, let's make some noise for the bad boys, because here come the Green Wall.
One we got Dashy coming through in the pistol. That's going to be nearly the first. Pulls out the pistol and gets it done. Afro.
Los Angeles, make some noise. Here comes OpTic Texas. Give it up for Dashy, iLLeY, Shotzzy, and Scump. OpTic Texas.
This team just looking to recapture that glory from the beginning of the year. It has been rocky, but they know they can do it. OpTic Texas are ready. Ultra are ready. A showdown that we have seen so many times since the beginning of the CDL, and it's time to get it going. Blaze, let's get it rocking.
The stage is set. Los Angeles, are you ready? Make some noise for your casters. It's Chance and Miles.
Thank you very much, Guy. Wow, we have a good one on our hands here, man. It's quickly become a classic here in the CDL. OpTic going up against Toronto Ultra. They've got a lovely history against one another, and it's all been fun. Game 5s abound, and hey, the way today's going, I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, dude, every single time they square up, like, there's so many storylines that run deep between these players as well. Last year, at Champs, Toronto knocked out all 4 players for 2 different teams. They beat OpTic with Scump and Dashy. They beat the Dallas Empire, and well, now that those 2 teams emerged, Toronto looking to do it in one fatal swoop.
Well, well, well. Looks like Hitch managed to get his drop on a plane to LA. As the green wall can be found quite literally in every single corner of the country. Looking to start this tournament off the way they began the season. Back in Major 1, a massive victory for OpTic Texas. And what a place to do it here in the Galen Center.
And let me tell you, what a map where you need the energy, right? We are going to the cage right from map 1. And funnily enough, these guys just squared off twice in stage 4, once in the qualifiers, once at the major. We have 4 out of 5 same maps from both of those series. It is the exact same 2 hard points, the exact same 2 search and destroys. We know what to expect. It was a 5-point game on Bocage last time. And I gotta say, Miles, these guys have traded off on the P1s. They have traded off on the P2s, where admittedly Ultra have had the slight edge. Traded off on the P3s, but the game really starts on the 4th and 5th hard point. OpTic have dominated P4 against Ultra, and while the P5s, it has been money hills for both teams. I think that is where Toronto needs to make sure they lock it down, because on this map, well, OpTic 2-0 against them.
Let's see if we try to make sense of the madness. Bocage, map number 1 here. First match for these two teams here at Champs 2022. Here we go, kicking us off with Ultra. Already, it's a rapturous applause here in the Galen Center for the kills. As Scump and Dashy don't like the feed up. The time as well.
And I'm almost giddy with excitement to watch Scump at Champs. This is the man that he lives for this event. And hey, he gets dropped now, but you already know that Jinja Ninja is looking to come out with some fire to start the day.
Dashy as well. We talk about his KD all year long. Very impressive work indeed. We talk about trading on P1. This is exactly what we expected the script so far. Low numbers in the kills to fuck, low numbers in the time. Looking towards top left-hand side of the map, OpTic in control.
And these are two teams that they play this exact same way. They love to just force the left side of the map. They care so much more about the left side spawns than the actual P1 time. And CleanX, maybe he's going to care about a streak. This might be a very early glide.
Watch out, really. He spawns close and he gets one in before being done. Four down. OpTic full control.
And look, Toronto, this is P2. They have been the best P2 team in the game, so OpTic already making those adjustments. Put all of that emphasis on left side, and now you got Scump responding. Already that 7-2 start.
Look at this setup already. No one in backside of 10. You're looking to hold this one from inside barn, keeping that front line forward. Ultra trying to find an angle, trying to find an opening. Anywhere you can find is going to be a big win. As Vance has managed to slip one through, taken care of. iLLeY's getting the kills as well. As new looks from OpTic Texas here at Champs, the setup flies.
It's perfect. You had such a tight setup at the start, ready for the flanks, but now you get the free roamingness for Shotzzy. Free kills over on the left side of the map, and he can just push the pace. This has been a beautiful P2. I know he gets shut down, but even for these final 15 seconds, OpTic will be fighting to collect, but this is already a very solid lead.
Yeah, 10 seconds remaining here on P2. You can see that one closed out, bottom side of Granny's. For now, Ultra territory. 2 seconds on the clock for them. If they have been slowed down indeed, CleanX, look for him to go toe-to-toe with Shotzzy all map long. Those submachine guns are going to be ringing. 8-4 overall. See how it goes, though. Hard points up.
I mean, Ultra need the response, though, right? They finally win the rotation down by a decent chunk, and hey, maybe CleanX would be the guy to try to run the show. A 3-spear again from him. You know the top side of the map has been open, but OpTic, honestly, they've been more or less stuck on the spawn side of the map. Here's a free 2, maybe just make it 1 for CleanX, but in the meantime, OpTic already got the break.
Yeah, break's good. Spawn's still close, though. Looking towards Scump now. He's got pinned in spawn. iLLeY's going to find a kill or two as it's tight, trying to make his way forward. You open it up. But over to Shotzzy now. The next man in. Smooth moves. No more kills. Good hold. As OpTic, they managed to stay in the point this whole time. They may not have the kills, but they got the score.
And look at the setup, though. Look at the setup. OpTic already swinging out towards the bottom side of the map. Number 7, Shotzzy, trying to keep these players trapped. This has been the hill where OpTic have utterly dominated Toronto, but now the spawn's going to make it weird. Toronto don't exactly get there first, but if you're down by 40, this is your opportunity to make amends.
The OpTic looking to run this one. Bottom side of Granny's done. Over to barn now we go. A minute on this hard point clock. Cammy looking for a corner. Can't find a single thing. Scump's in. Dashy in the feed as well. Insight towards the backside. And again, we're slowing things down right now for Ultra. We are in uncharted terrain as OpTic are playing them like fiddles.
I mean, hey, no one's getting this hill time, though. All this emphasis for the spawns, but how much of this time can you actually collect? Ultra finally step foot inside. This has been one of the slower Bocages you were going to see. These teams trying to be controlled. The nades through the windows on point. And Insight gonna get taken down. OpTic, the break's not quite in. CleanX, the last man standing, trying to stay alive and doing a decent job. Look at how he's milking it, trying to keep his team in the game.
Breaks on for OpTic once again. They managed to get into the hard point. Eyes on Ultra now, trying to make their way forward. Contest is on for a second there, but OpTic are still running the show. 14-10 to Scumpy. iLLeY to the point. A big win from Insight. A couple of seconds now going your way for Ultra. Sorely needed.
And I would say, if you're the game plan for Ultra is to fix that barn hill on P4, you've done that job. But now the rotation to the true money hill of the map. OpTic get here first, but Vance, he's trying to be the man that breaks it down.
Down low, that's where we're going to be seeing the hold from. OpTic Texas now in full control. Here comes the attack from Ultra. Breaks on with the first hit, that'd be ideal. Cammy opens it up. CleanX with a second. Any more kills to be had. No, Scumpy's come from top side, and Cleanix is now doing everything he can to bring him down. Bance, eyes on spawn. This is good for now, but is it good enough? Ultra remain in control. Here comes Shotzzy, straight to the point, finds one or two, as that is another break. OpTic in control.
Still players trying to be annoying, and the nades coming through Ultra. I mean, again, you saw the 94%, but they're being annoying. They are keeping them pinned back. At least OpTic has not been collecting this time. I'd say Ultra have done the hard work, and again, throwing their bodies at the point. You don't quite get the clearance, and it looks like OpTic still collects, but that is 2 hills back to back, where Ultra do at least a halfway decent job. At the same time, it's Bocage. You're down by 50, and we reset back to P1. OpTic have just been too clean.
Still remain in the lead over the 100-point mark. We've gone back over to the center of the map now, and it's going to be the members of OpTic mostly in control, trying to find a space to dive into that wide open point. Scump's going to be the man with the plan. Dives on in, gets a bit of time. A couple of kills to his name as well. 50 remaining here on P1, and OpTic, they have got the game plan, and they are executing well.
And it's back to the start again. Both these teams love roaming the left side of the map, trying to maintain those spawns. That's why Scump has returned, but hey, his teammates spawn right on top of him. And in the meantime, Ultra hasn't been collecting on P1. All this emphasis on the left, and that sort of opens up the middle of the map. Finally, Ultra trying to take advantage and maybe beat a couple players down along the way.
Scump finds kill number 21 there on our inside. Soaking up time now in mid-map. That's what the name of the game is for now. Ooh, watch out for that one, Cleanix. That's unfortunate. Over to now P2. It all comes down to Bance. Got to win this 1v2 situation. iLLeY's going to check them corners. Checks it a little aggressively. aBeZy kills.
And 2 for 2, man. OpTic in their game plan. They are going to have the rotation over towards P2 again. Still got to win the gunfight. You got Insight playing up close and personal. And you also have number 4 on the flank. And Cleanix might have timed it perfectly. The shots are there. And it looks like number 6, actually, the one player that spawns in the back. So you have that one guy spawn in the back, causes the problems, wipes out the hill, and no one collecting this time.
Insight, no. Shotzzy goes to work to stay alive. Gets himself a second as he's starting to roam around. And this is where Shotzzy starts to heat things up. Cleanix staying alive. Here comes Scump to pick up where he left off as the contest is still on. OpTic remain in control. Kills coming through. Over to iLLeY. Last man alive in the point. He does have himself a Shotzzy to back him up. Contest is on. Ultra there. Clean set of kills. OpTic remain in control.
I'm telling you, man, it is the game plan going into it. P2 is where OpTic has struggled, and they have stood so much pressure on this side of the map. 2 for 2 on P2. OpTic are holding strong, and that is the biggest reason why they have built themselves quite a massive lead.
Yeah, still. Bomb grannies we go once again. Shotzzy's in. Cleanix finds his second. He's having a great game so far at 24 and 16. The other side of the board is 26 and 17 for Scump. The foot race between those two as they try to find that 30 bomb. But over towards the new hard point we go. Ultra in control. Here comes the break from OpTic.
I mean, hey, they're just getting picked apart again. It's sort of the same situation for Toronto. Deja vu all over again. You're trying to break through the middle of the map. You get chopped down along the way. Now, eventually, OpTic did get through last time. And finally, they're making moves in through kitchen. They're starting to pick up some of those kills. And maybe can be the last man inside trying to fight off 3. There's number 1 looking for the second. And the 3-man feed in. AR showing up for Toronto.
This is big for Ultra now, pulling the lead back. Bance starting to heat up indeed. What a 3 for him. Kill feed's all good. Looking towards next hard point as well. 20 seconds remaining on bottom grannies. It's not done yet. Dashy now through the front. Shotzzy backing him up. Looking to get that last player on the point. That's it done. Now to Bance. So spawns are up now for Ultra across map. Looking towards new.
Scump got through though. How quickly can Toronto keep track of players? Because Scump is behind enemy lines. He might want to wait for the final few seconds before he makes his move. His job is to stay alive. He is the lone man for the squad.
Stays alive long enough, the boys will start spawning on him. That's how squad spawns work. Time ticking. Scump's got to stay alive. Here comes the hit squad. Takes care of 1.
That's 3.
And that's it. Last man alive. Spawns have flipped now. Ultra on the right-hand side of the map, trying to make the attack. And Scumpy has 29 and 20. A 3 spree for him.
Heads up play. 200 IQ in a massive lead already built. He's making the slow plays to make Bocage look easy. A massive lead, and hey, Toronto trying to fight right back inside, but Scump is roaming. He is slaying. He is looking for the 2. Can't quite get it, and maybe a bit of contest time, but I'm already staring at it, man. It is a 60-point lead on a map like this. Toronto, their only path back in is to turn this rotation into a money hill towards P5, and honestly, looking at the minimap, they might be able to do it.
Minimap now is up. Look at number 4. That's where the next hard point is going to be. Coming down to the bottom side of the map now. Here we go. Bance looking to clean up the remaining members of OpTic now on the point. Of the Dashy mid-map. Bance finds himself a second. Can he snap one of the next? And Shotzzy, he does! Another big set of kills for Benjamin Bance.
I mean, this is it. Moment of the game. Toronto can hold on.
Yeah.
They can make this happen. One more for the glide. You get the back spawns covered in OpTic. They're trying to pinch it. You flood through. Shotzzy gonna fall. Couple players on the flank. Scump again trying to make that play.
Still holding on. Scump's managed to sneak on through.
Done.
Clean care of. Looking forward streaks now for Bance. Look at the game clock as well. 1 minute 08. This is going to start to get crazy. OpTic, get things going from the top side. You get to one player off the point. The game clock starts running. 30 left here.
All this time getting collected in the point ultra.
Streaks.
This could be one of the largest comebacks on this map all year, but they partially lose those spawns. You get the glide. You can't get Shotzzy out of the hill, at least not for a moment. But it's only 15 seconds left. I got to say from Ultra, it's a massive deficit they're working from. They still got a long way to go, but they're at least trying to keep things mixy.
This is not over yet for either of these teams. 196 in climbing. We can see the 200-point mark crossed over now for OpTic. 49 seconds on that game clock. That is going to be the decider. Back over to P when we go. Third and final set.
Hey, man, I'm dodging this if I'm OpTic. Any second you get here is a good one. I know they've been super controlled with those left side spawns, but you better at least make sure you keep them off the point. Scump, first man up, first man down. OpTic have now lost those spawns. Still that 50-point game right now between these two teams. Every single second will matter.
Operation keep them off the hill for now. Guns are up. Cammy's going to be the man in dip a toe. Inside, he is tagged up, trying to just get rid of these OpTic players, but they are everywhere. iLLeY, Dashy, two to their name. Less than 30 seconds on the game clock. Now Dashy still keeping the kills going. You have streaks, you're running out of time.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, don't actually touch the point. You are playing keep away, and you got the beams all over the map. The AR's running supreme. 15 left on the game clock. OpTic, this is how they love to win.
And this is a disgusting start. It's a last-minute streak from Bance. It's not going to be enough, though. It's 8 seconds on the game clock. You can dive on it all you want, but Scump kills all over the place. The hard point will be up now. OpTic going to leave it for the time being. See you later. Map number 1 goes to OpTic Texas.
And that truly is their bread and butter on Bocage. I mean, how many games have they had this year? 8 or 9, where it comes down to the game clock. At a certain point, only a minute left, and they just milk it till kingdom come. I mean, that is almost the perfect game plan right there from OpTic. It was actually P2 where they were making the adjustments time and time again. It is big plays by Scump, locking down rotations over towards P4, and that's what we expect from the King, leading the lobby in slaying the damage on point as well. That is the Scumpit champs that we know.
Yeah, 37 and 27 for the King. Map 1's in the books. We'll stay on Bocage though. We're going to go and search and destroy now. Gavutu after that for map 3, and Chance, this one should be back and forth as well.
This is how every single series has started, right? At least the past 2 they have played. OpTic win the map 1 Bocage, and funnily enough, OpTic actually chose to be Team B. They have the higher seed coming into it, but when they choose Team B, they basically pawn off like the hard point decisions to Toronto. What that means is OpTic get to choose where the S&Ds are going to be. It has always been Berlin for the map 2. Well, they have flipped that one around. And I think if OpTic are choosing the Bocages back-to-back, they want to run the show. They want to push the pace and try to run them over as quickly as possible. So we will be back on the cage, and obviously OpTic did have that hot head.
There is something going on down there. Yeah, we've got sort of the champions of each team. I mean, the fella with the hat, the camo, we've got like Cammy 2.0 on the right-hand side. These guys are just having a great time. The Galen Center has been sensational. It's amazing to be back here. As there is an air of tension. Again, in the winner's bracket, our first matches of the tournament, first matches of the day. Everyone's still in this comp, but a victory here puts you within top 6. That is where things start to get crazy.
Hey, something to look out for. God, I love America.
Oh my
Sometimes.
Your point, sir. You had something to say.
Yeah, Bocage S&D. So obviously these guys have played it twice, and we had the qualifying stages. It's basically been a first blood shootout, right? So all Toronto Ultra, the first time they played, ran the show, got a nice little 6-4 win, but all the adjustments got made. OpTic coming into the major, got 8 out of the 11 first bloods, and obviously there's 11 first bloods. It still went to that round 11, but OpTic certainly brought out the game plan going into the major. And honestly, it has been a battle of adjustments It was a defensive shootout for both of those teams, and honestly, Havok, I kind of expected to go that same way again. I mean, we'll take a look at the map 1 highlights and see who's got the hot hand on the cage, but at least in my mind, any offensive win either team is able to get is going to go a super long way from map 2.
Quick look at the highlights here from map number 1. This is, of course, the opening hardpoint, spicy stuff. OpTic with a great lead chance. They managed to hold to that almost the whole way. The game clock's certainly coming into effect a little bit later on, but either way, Scump comes to play every single time at champs. Lowest KD we've seen him have, what, 0.99, I believe you said a moment ago.
Yeah, can you imagine?
I mean, can you even imagine? Like, the kid comes up to play when it matters the most, when the chips are on the line, and he's looking for his second ring here in the Call of Duty world. What a way to do it in front of this kind of crowd. They've certainly got the support of the green wall behind him. Again, a great highlight reel from everyone here. Again, everyone on the OpTic Texas side of the board certainly putting in the work. Scumpy big numbers, Dashy 4K damage as well. I think for Ultra Chance it wasn't a bad look whatsoever, just not necessarily the kings of the cage anymore.
No, I mean literally the entire year, Ultra, where they've like made their money has been on that P2 hill, especially so against OpTic. OpTic game plan for it. They made sure they were locking down the left side of the map, and I mean it paid dividends long term. Man's name is Boozer.
I mean, look. Who's this guy trying to break it up?
Absolute units.
Absolute units. Ultimate fandom. What an event. What time is it? It's just champs is a magical time of year. It truly is. There's something going on stage for Ultra, almost ready to rock and roll into the search and destroy. Staying on Røkkr. Coach, just the final few words for them. And again, in a squad like Toronto Ultra Chance, we're saying it all year long. Composed, well in control. They never let the rounds get away from them. They try to execute the game plan. Not an easy thing to do against a team like OpTic, though.
And of course, you got to be able to mix up the game plan, right? Both of these teams on offense and on defense, both sides, they mix up the strats like crazy. It is all about the micro adjustments. It is all about the reads. But again, it has been a defensive shootout between these two teams at the major. And again, the first blood category, OpTic was absolutely dominant. And I know something Ray's talked about. I know something that is deep in the mind of OpTic's fans. It was those fans 1v3s that were really causing problems. That's how some of these rounds were slipping away. So yes, the defense has been good. You cannot afford to make mistakes. Not at champs. Not when these two teams in Search and Destroy have been the very best.
Here we go. Opening round. And it is an explosive affair here on Røkkr. Shotzzy will find that first blood, and wow, Vance's whole head is ringing after those nades. Hello.
Whole body now ringing out with bullets. A 2 versus 4 already. And again, any offensive round when you get is a big one, and OpTic looking to keep things off right. Again, their first blood, they have been on point. They deliver with the nades. Now you can see they are taking their time. They are looking to deliver with the round.
Playing very slow. Clock ticking. The two remaining members of Toronto Ultra on defense now spread so thin, they're going to get overwhelmed, whatever happens.
And before iLLeY was having his hand issues, OpTic got to a point where their S&D was looking nearly perfect. It is about not making mistakes, and it's about getting the trades on the back steps, and there you go. Shotzzy's the bait, iLLeY's the man that knocks it down, and the perfect S&D. Maybe not the timing, but the gameplay should continue. Cleanex working on the 1 versus 4, but bomb down, Shotzzy shreds them. And this is the clinical efforts that OpTic Texas, when they are at their best, that is exactly what you love to see. Nades for the first blood, no mistakes being made. Someone is always there for the trades. Incredibly important first round.
Trust and teamwork in the squad. It's what helped win the Major 1. Good look so far. And the man on your screen there, Anthony Cuevas Castro, one of the finest to ever touch the sticks. On the other side of the ball, Cleanex. Great day for Toronto Ultra. Any man with a kill for his team so far is now we will see Ultra on offense. Is the thing going forward, and everyone's bringing out all the little tricks here at champs.
And again, just these like hard reads, right? A couple players down the back alley. Yep, iLLeY was looking for the snipe. You don't see the boomstick too often on this map, but when you know your opponent so well, you can look for the freebies, but you miss that shot, you gotta readjust. OpTic have spread the map in Toronto, taking their time. And if you don't check this corner at this point of the year, well, maybe the army crawl will show off just a little bit of that map.
He's moving himself around just enough, though. 3 members now of Ultra making their way through Barney. Checking the top side with the stunts. Here comes a bit of a hit. Tags are through. Cammy with the first blood. And that is a spot to be in. Doesn't catch a single piece of Dashy there with a pre-fire. So now, Ultra making their way across towards B.
I don't know if they're going to check this corner. Wow, now Vance, he's making the hard read and now trying to get out of dodge. Now you get the intel, you get the bomb plant, you already have the man advantage. Ultra looking good.
Great moves from Scump. He's making his way directly across the map now, looking to find himself over towards the B site. Tags are in. Insight manages to stay alive. Here comes the pressure. Inside comes Bance. It's a big win. The Scumpy stays alive. Kemi with immediate trades. Now it's a 3v2. As Dashy and iLLeY have got to kill those players and defuse that bomb.
And they're just running out of time at this point. CleanX on bomb, gonna make the easy play, and now Dashy is just gonna get played with, and look at the work from CleanX. The nice little bounce back. I mean, a defensive shootout the last time they played, and already 2 for 2 on the attack. And you can see how close it is, right? Vance gets the intel on Scump, tries to make a play. Scump nearly gets the kill on inside. It is down to the wire, but Ultra responding with a near perfect round of their own.
We have seen some outstanding search and destroy from both of these teams against each other throughout the year. The pressure is on here at Champs. Attacking round now for OpTic, looking to lean towards A for the time being. Ultra with quite a wide spread. The opening salvo of fire, not going to come to too much. And CleanX, he has rung the dinner bell, but no one on OpTic's hunter.
And Kemi gets the pick as well from that back tank. That is going to shut down the push over towards outer. Stuns don't help anything too much in that situation. The bushes are always tricky, but now OpTic in this 3 versus 4. The River's going to be pushed up. OpTic might be able to catch him.
If iLLeY reads this, which he may, Dashy's there to get the first. That's a nice bit of a kill to level things up, 3v3. iLLeY now making his way forward as well. Stun check, lands. Straight across the other side of the map we go. Bance with a big read. I think he saw that player. I can't be certain. Over towards the bomb site, though. CleanX is going to have to go absolutely huge. Here comes the plant.
And keep in mind, CleanX, he's got the automaton, so he challenges out. Oh! And hey, give him the 2-piece as well. The lone man making the big play, and well, you at least have bomb down. Dashy, not quick enough. Hunted and dropped. Toronto Ultra get that next round, 2-1 lead.
CleanX was the man in the hard point. He was picking up the big kills and now getting the job done in search. What a 2-piece that was. Big round for Ultra as we now go back at it again.
And again, it's so many of those adjustments. We've seen Ultra attack through, on defense, through the river side of the map and be aggressive. OpTic makes that read, but again, the adjustments even towards the middle. Ultra just too clean. Shout out to CleanX for the big play, and now we'll see what Toronto wants to do on their next round of attack.
3 spree from CleanX, 3 Kemi as well. That's going to be Bance rattling out the automaton fire across map. Shotzzy's got himself in that perfect piece of TJHaly cover. If you cross that threshold, he's going to get you. Not an easy angle. Typically, your gun obscures this one, so if Ultra go for it, they are in trouble. Stun check lands, that is huge.
Hey, he's played here before, though. We have seen this in the VOD review. I think with that stun, Ultra just not going to want to deal with this angle at all. You have Insight taking an interesting approach. He's up by the tree on the top side of the map, and Kemi even making moves towards that old AS&D. Maybe just waiting for Shotzzy, see if you can catch him.
The timing on this is so uncomfortable. Any moment. Coordinated nades there. Scump with a late cook. CleanX tags him up, manages to level the things. 3v3, now it's a 3v2. Dashy and Shotzzy trying to stay alive. Shotzzy, oh my.
That is always the question. Where is Shotzzy now in a 2 versus 2? 30 seconds, decent chunk of time, and you get this bomb down, and Vance is nowhere to be seen. So you get the bomb plant. They have the intel. I think they're going to go hunt Vance first. And they caught him. Now you get the 2v1.
2v1. CleanX has been truly a difficult man to deal with on the 4 spree now. And here come OpTic, hand in hand, shoulder to shoulder. Forward they go. The first opening tags come through. Dashy with the easy cleanup. Shotzzy's right onto that bomb. The equalizer from OpTic.
And he is just, again, the most difficult player in the game to keep track of. It is the early stun down towards Røkkr at the start of the round. They know that Shotzzy in that situation. CleanX gets the pick on iLLeY up top. What is he waiting for? Shotzzy to challenge out Røkkr while he's waiting for that chow. Shotzzy's dipped out. He is gone. He is old AS&D, and he is getting trades for his teammates. He is everywhere on the map, and everywhere is where he needs to be.
2-2, all leveled up. Toronto Ultra now on defense. We'll see OpTic Texas now run this bomb. We've had a couple of different looks on offense, and again, Chance, you call it the defensive rounds. That's where the shootouts are taking place. Much slower looks now from OpTic again. No one is giving anything away in these early moments of Champs.
And I mean, for Ultra on defense, we've seen these setups in the round 10s and round 11s. We know where Vance likes to play. But the nades don't quite connect, so utility gone. No first bloods through. Neither team trying to overcommit.
So more of a weighted effort towards the B side of the map now for OpTic. Slight reshuffle. See you later. Just the tiniest tip of Bantz's head. Lines it up, cooks it.
Oh my God.
We are really putting every pixel to work here. Cleanx tagged up, finds a bit of damage. He's going to have to do as much as he possibly can now in this 2v4. He and Insight now. Backs against the wall. Straight into the fight. Cleanx can't get away with his life now. It all comes down to Insight. 1v3.
And bombed out as well, but hey, Scump's already gone to collect, and they know Insight plays over towards tower. That's why you see the nades from Shotzzy coming through with wall bangs, and Insight can clutch him. That might be the start.
Really shocked after that beam. Scumpy's managed to get himself towards the top side. Insight now do the unthinkable. The man has been the king of clutch all year long. 30 seconds now to play with. He does not have dead silence. He's making a decent amount of noise. Still has to hit the defuse, 25 on the clock.
I mean, how do you break this one down, right? Two players are just up top. They have repositioned the corners. And he is obviously very loud. He gets near the bomb, but Scump checks it. It is hopeless at this point. OpTic, they just delivered.
Oh! That was the gunfight I thought we were going to see one. Scump adds another one to the pile. And OpTic Texas take the lead. Wow! Hey! What? Excuse me? I'd love to say this was a family show, but it ain't. We go again.
And can you imagine how stressful it is for Ultra in those moments? You get first blooded, OpTic's not making moves, they're not making mistakes, they are posted up and looking for picks. And I mean, iLLeY just finding the next one as well on the round. Funnily enough, Bocage S&D is the slowest search and destroy map we actually have, especially in a game like this. Slight advantage though, Bob to get the 2 offensive wins. Toronto, they have to respond, and not a bad stun. That connects, and different corner though, the adjustment is made.
That's so annoying. Dashy, he's in trouble. Or is it Insight that is in serious trouble now? Cleanx may have stayed alive, the 1v3 once again. Man alive. OpTic is certainly having a good time here on the search and destroy. This is the momentum shift for them. Ultra have gone round by round, blow for blow, but it may change here.
They have given up a few 1v3s. They converted last round against Insight. But this is the only sort of situation where OpTic really dropped the ball in any way, shape, or form. They just have to clutch the easy ones.
35 seconds. Next. Damn! Dashy, see you, mate. 1v2.
So much time. Not anymore.
Not anymore. Shotzzy once again finding the final kills of the round.
Not very nice. It really is. I'm telling you, like the devil in the details, right? Scump all year long when he's in kitchen, he plays the corners in the back. The gunfight he had against Bance earlier on in the game, he is sitting in the backside of kitchen. What does he do in that one? He gets stunned. They know the child's going to come through, plays up tight in the close corner, and again, the smallest little things go such a long way. 4-2 advantage, not too shabby.
First to 6 here in Search and Destroy. Bance touting. Wow, what a kill from Shotzzy once again. An unbelievable first blood. OpTic will take the lead here in the life department. Got a lot of presence in mid-map as well.
And now they're just waiting out the nades as well. I mean, Vance is just getting punished on that side of the map. Camden is getting forced to back down, but again, baiting out some of these tacks and nades, making sure no one makes mistakes. The wall bangs coming, dude. Again, they are looking for an Insight. Again, so stressed.
Over to the B-bomb site, now we go. OpTic Texas have overwhelmed Insight. He's had to retreat. Is it enough, though, to get anywhere closer? Yes, onto the bomb site we go. Cammy with the trades. 2v3. OpTic Texas still has a man advantage. Here we go. Bomb planted. Shotzzy's made his way out. And Cammy, he should have this. The shots are good. There it is. Now a 1v2. Oh! Map point. OpTic Texas.
Man, brought the gunny. That is a bold challenge, and they convert. By the way, in the background, Dashy's making reads over back barn, waiting for these flanks. OpTic, the game plan on point for map 1. They chose Team B. They wanted this Bocage for map 2. And maybe we are seeing why, for the moment, running them over one more round.
Ultra have been silenced here on Bocage. Bans every opportunity he's had to try to make a play. Snuffed out and destroyed by OpTic Texas. An aggressive look now from Ultra. Forward they go. Flying under the cover of the charismatic and courageous CleanX. An opening kill, first blood now to dip on out is Dashy. Up next, tags are great though, he gets pushed back. As, oh my goodness, the pressure now on, Vance wins it. Ultra's round now to lose, 3v1.
It's the king. It is the king at Champs for the 1v3. He is completely surrounded. He is getting toyed with. He is tagged up. And he is not going to convert Ultra with the boldest of the game calls, right? You're down 5-2. Nothing has been working. Just fly at him. Hit straight through the middle of the map. Make some sort of aggro play. And I mean, CleanX, if nothing else, has been a man on a mission. They are down, but man has 10 kills to his name. I think right now for Toronto, honestly, the biggest problem has been those first bloods. Not in that round, but overall, they have been outclassed. That is what they're looking to fix.
Got to try to somehow disrupt these fantastic setups that OpTic Texas have had here on Røkkr. Any opportunity you can to rustle them jimmies. Let's get it. Once again, OpTic Texas with the opening salvo of nades, lethals, tacticals, the kitchen sink, all thrown. CleanX is gone. The champion of Toronto Ultra, an early exit in the round.
I mean, that is the worst player to lose in a moment like this. And a little bit of map control. Cammy's aggressive as well, but he got spotted. The man on Octane saw him out this entire time. They don't even the back, and they are guns up. You let him get aggressive, you set the trap, and you pounce.
It's a firing squad at the back line of Røkkr. Now, the two remaining members of Ultra here in the map. And maybe the series. As OpTic Texas forward they go at full strength. The two-man hit towards A. Two players now on the other side of the map as well. And it's seemingly perfect. We are back to Major 1 form in the search and destroy department, planting the bomb towards A. Here comes Bans trying to make something happen. Ultra have grouped up. Last chance, Toronto.
Inside has the most clutches in the league. You need him to deliver. Him and Vance working the outer flanks, but you are so loud and the timing does not go your way. Inside finds the first one, but a 2v3. Only 30 seconds. This is so tough.
They've got dead silence to play with as well. Bans is activated, so he's going to start to make some moves. 25 to go. Dashy managed to make it now. All a 1v2. A big win from Bans, staying alive. 20 seconds. The clock's still ticking in favor of OpTic. If they stay here, it's all good. It's a good amount of damage, but it's not enough to get the kill. Bans is soon done. This should be the round. Enough time has been purchased, and iLLeY from atop the tank. It's not shells or bullets. It is simply time. OpTic Texas. It is a slaughter on Røkkr. A 2-0 lead in the series.
And look, these are two titans of search and destroy. That is the most dominant game between these two teams that we have actually seen. We've had 2 round 11s, 2 round 10s. Right there, as good as OpTic possibly could have expected. The first bloods they saw on this map at Major 4, they have carried over to Champs. They dominated that category. Mistake-free Call of Duty. That's 3 for Shotzzy, 2 for iLLeY, 1 for Scump, and a fantastic game across the board. Even for Dashy right there, Big Bruce, 6 kills, 5 assists. The teamwork on point.
That's exactly what you wanted to see out of OpTic Texas. A bit of a hiatus the whole team had to take with iLLeY's injury. The practice they managed to garner through the New York Major certainly starting to pay off. Gavutu Control will be the next map in the series. Tuscan Billions, if we have to go any further. If you're an OpTic fan, feet are up. You're enjoying the show from here on out. But there we go. Gavutu Control coming up after this one. But Chance, has to be said, man, this has been OpTic's show so far.
Without question. But I would say for the 2 controls they have, probably the wildest stat between these 2 teams is that Toronto is actually 2-0 in control against OpTic. They played both the maps. It was the Gav where when Toronto completed the reverse sweep, Gav is where it kicked off, so I know they got the lead, but against Ultra, I assure you, it is not yet safe.
Anything can happen here at Champs, and likely, ladies and gentlemen, it probably will. We're going to throw to a very quick commercial break. On the other side of it, we go to Control. 2 zones, 30 lives each, and we will see just what the hell will happen. This is the Call of Duty League Championship Weekend 2022. See you after this.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by Mountain Dew and Zenny. Armor your eyes with Blocks gaming glasses starting at $24 by visiting zenny.com/CDL.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to another winner bracket matchup here at CDL Champs 2022. We're almost ready to rock and roll into Gavutu Control, and OpTic are up 2-0. Looking fantastic. The practice is paying off.
And I feel like at every single major, we just witnessed a team like catch the hot hand. At Major 4, both New York and LA Thieves just came out and started looking godlike. And I think OpTic, if you close this one into 3-0 with the number of Game 5s that we have had to establish dominance like that early on, I mean, that's just the way to set the tone for champs.
I mean, all you want to do now, if you're an OpTic fan, is not get to Game 5 whatsoever, because that's what's happened all day today, and it's been shenanigans and wild things and all sorts of to-dos in the crowd, cosplaying as like, characters from the game. It's nuts. It's insane. Champs is not disappointed yet. Almost ready to go into Gavutu Control. Again, an interesting swing map and mode for a lot of teams here in the league chance. It is the beginning of every reverse sweep. Literally a heartbreaker.
Absolutely, and obviously it's the map where Toronto Ultra started to turn things around, but I think when we were looking at the search and destroy for OpTic, that Bocage, yes indeed, as good as it gets, getting the majority of the first bloods, mistake-free Call of Duty, and it's their best S&D they've looked since the start of the year. And at the start of the year, these guys were the most dominant, without question, control team in the game. As of late, though, that has not been the case. 3-7 in their last 10, but so many of these Gavutus were from the start of the year. A guy like Scump, one of the very few SMGs that when he pulls out the AR, shows utter dominance. I want to see if OpTic can return to that form like we saw in the S&D. Because if these guys are looking scary in control, I mean, hey, they could be a front runner for the whole thing.
Look at iLLeY's cam, man. I mean, that boy is locked in.
Inside of the map.
Over towards A we go now, and his kills either side. Trades come through. Shotzzy might be able to pick up a couple more here. That's a nice opener. A nice set of kills, no more. Over towards A we go. We stop the clock when someone is capturing a point. iLLeY, the man to get the job done for now.
I think Scump might have just missed number 2, by the way. So you got battles on the bottom side of the map. Scump ends up winning it. So you've cleared out the bottom, and you got a little bit of boat control as well, but they're feeling for it. You win one more gunfight up towards ring. He might be a little bit open, but Scump, he's looking for the kills. He's trying to be the roamer. OpTic are trying to force A through.
15 seconds remaining. There's 24 lives remaining for OpTic Texas now to throw at the attack. Clean set of kills now for Toronto Ultras. They're pressuring now in towards the spawn of OpTic. Big kills again from Cleanex. A 4 spree now for him. It's starting to get a little dangerous. OpTic need to find these kills. Good time. Big bit of work from them, but Cleanex is so sneaky. Great work from iLLeY. Opening now to get your way across map. That's exactly what OpTic need.
Yo, and look, man, you had 2 back-to-back Bocages where you just end up getting stuff. What better way to get some momentum than starting on defense for Gavutu Control? And maybe you make sure you convert. Ringside now open. Couple players on the cross. They're making the break towards B. But Cleanex, I mean, he's been getting to the flank. How do you not turn around? Where is the support?
Oh, all of OpTic are gone. They're looking towards the A side of the map now. Scump's the man out of spawn, straight to the jaws. And Cleanex chews him up, spits him out. Now OpTic, left-hand side of the minimap. They are trapped. The round is done.
I mean, literally, what better way to get some momentum than to get defense on control on Gavutu for round 1? That is perfection. That is 0 ticks that came through. There is not a moment where OpTic, I mean, they had a solid opening break, but as soon as that falls through, there was absolutely no recovery. And already long-term Ultra, I mean, if they just get what? I mean, the normal thing is to capture A. You have a success rate of at least getting that capture 85-ish% of the time. If Ultra can just do the basic thing, have a decent start, long-term, they are going to be in a very sweet spot.
See what happens now. Ultra attacking. Defense has been the key to many victories here on Gavutu Control. Scumpy Bans. Bans gets that first blood. Now pressure mounting. Looking to take control of as much of the map as possible, Toronto Ultra, while not just capturing A, but also maintaining some form of ring control, because you want to get towards B eventually. For now, it's all good. OpTic is slowly but surely looking to retake the boat. Here they come. Bans should be able to catch at least one more here, and he might get more than that. Ultra now with the advantage.
You play for this line. You play like this is your life on the line. And well, iLLeY at least is there to shut him down. And funnily enough, no ticks have actually come through. Ultra have kept this boat control, but that doesn't mean they're getting any of this time. They are still fighting tooth and nail.
Well, they've got control, they've got boat control, no time. Now on to the point they go. Let's go for a quick listen in with Toronto Ultra.
With Dashy behind. One more. Shotzzy is in P5 or ran back to cages somewhere. I'm stitching to you. Okay, one top ring coming down our ramp. Yep, looks like it's playing. I'm missing. I can play for a sec. Move you. Give him the map zero now. Nice. He's on the guard. Where is he? Guard rock. Yeah. He might have gone. I see Dashy, bro. Yeah, might run down S1 boys. I don't see S2. I've given up S2. I'm checking my pinch. Playing super. He's top right down. Shotzzy top right down. I think they choked this. Okay. We'll look for Dashy. Yeah, Dashy's going to be on the beach. Okay. I see Shotzzy top right tower. Okay. All he is a show me from green. Yeah, show me from top ring. At least top ring. Actually green. Top left green is out ring. On back right tower weak doing.
Down 2-0 at COD champs, but never a moment of chaos or confusion, as calm as can be. And Vance, even in advance, calling out Dashy low beach. They know everything that is happening at all times. Now they just have to execute.
Oh, here we go. This is the beginning. Cammy's got ring control. Two members of OpTic now towards that B zone. One towards the back, one's up on spawn. This could get mixy real fast. Here come the shots. And that's a huge kill from iLLeY. Dashy's now going big. 5 spree comes to a close. Bance with ring control for now. So Ultra have still got a shot at this.
And if Bance can hold on to ring, well, maybe that's not going to last. That is the way to set up success on offense. But you see OpTic have taken it over. You get that control and you stabilize. Right now, Ultra are taking their sweet time. They're playing for picks. They're taking heads. They're getting all of them. iLLeY wins a big one to try to keep this ring control, but they are swarming it.
iLLeY has to stay alive. iLLeY has somehow managed to slip the net. And what in the name of all things sacred, less than 30 seconds. Bance's got to hold this ring down himself. Can't get it done. Good nade. Stun connects. 20 seconds now to play with. OpTic, just stay alive. Don't let anyone get close to that B zone. You're all good in the hood. But for now, Ultra on their bikes, flying forward.
I mean, hey, if you can make this last-ditch effort sort of play, if Cammy can try to make those moves and fly, maybe some semblance of success, or maybe you get shut down because his defense on Gavutu. He does get dropped, and maybe a good thing right now for OpTic is Scump ended that round on a 3 spree. He's double negative for the moment, but getting in the swing of things, wipe off the hands, get the sweat off, and try to bounce back. But already, everyone knows the name of the game. It is about the ticks to get the defense for the round 5, and Ultra, they got that 3-tick lead.
3 ticks, or segments as they are called in game. It's the portions of each zone. Capture them. The team with the most gets defense round 5. We have to get there. Start up 1-1, here we go again. Ultra will be receiving the defensive end this time. Opening nades coming through. Scump's going to get a bit of a haircut now. Still on a 3 spree. Looking to find a few more. Cammy dies to a barrel. Been a while since we've seen one of those in Gavutu.
Doesn't matter in the slightest. They still win every single gunfight after the fact, and Shotzzy might be top though, but you have no map control. They are desperate for a single tick, let alone more than 3, let alone some sort of success on offense. Once again, in the blender spawn, no semblance of map control. Outside of falling off the map or dying to a barrel, Ultra have been nearly perfect on defense. This is just looking, I mean, dire.
Not over yet. 27 lives to the 23. Ultra with the life lead. Less than 40 seconds to work with, and OpTic have not been able to find a whole lot here on offense. Dashy's going to get caught throwing the nade. Cleanex still alive and a spawn. Scump wins it. Forward now we go. OpTic might be able to get on the point. Yes, they do. They stop the clock at 29.8, capturing the A zone, waiting for reinforcements to arrive. iLLeY going to be the man to push the front line forward as the tags come out. Not enough to get the kills. His boys are now starting to flood forward. Good timing, not enough. Insight, what a win that was. And the Dashy will make it 1. Can he find the second? That's awkward as he gets dropped now, but 16 seconds remain, and the capture is still on for Shotzzy. Holy Shotzzy.
You can win gunfights like that, but that doesn't mean you can win a round on offense. They still have not gotten a single tick. Still hasn't come through. Shotzzy dancing with the devil, but still, the lone man, he's still only able to get 1. Hey, ripping heads. He right now is trying to be the hero.
Oh my goodness, he's flying out the hill. He's doing it all right now. What an unbelievable string of plays this is. He's got the second segment on his way as well. His boys are on B. iLLeY has somehow made it across map. And this just got real difficult for Ultra.
Shotzzy and iLLeY, that 1-2 punch combo. Can you knock him out? Or maybe maybe you're gonna fall. The swarm too quick, the coverage not good enough, and still no one actually on A.
Are we going to let this one go? We're going to move in at the last possible second for Scump. Here we go, 3 seconds. We're waiting for something to happen here. Dives in, the last possible moment. Scump, he may have saved it. If he gets killed, it nearly is done. Stack on up now to your OpTic Texas. 1.5 on the clock, and the melons on that team to make that kind of play. Another minute to go here in the round.
I mean, good God, talk about coming down to the wire just for an A capture. I mean, that is a Herculean effort out of Shotzzy. Man, and that is still as close as that. Now, you do have a little bit of ring control. You have CleanX in between you. Hey, it's his teammate that takes him down. Number 2's gonna fall to trade to ring. And you get reset, but keep in mind, it's 7 versus 5. OpTic can try to win this 1 of 2 ways.
Clock's ticking, 25. Bit of a fight through boat. Awkward timing, Scump checking every possible corner, 20 seconds. Oh my God, Cammy's made it through. This could get ugly real fast. Cammy, that's a big play. That might be the round indeed. He stays alive, that's one thing. Massive out of Cammy, 10 seconds now. And Ultra have stayed alive firmly. Dashy the last man. Ultra will take the lead. And they still maintain the segment lead as well.
Yeah, in a weird moment of like communication towards the end as well. Like Scump is looking for the man on the flank, but no one actually turns around waiting for it. So Cammy just daggers them towards the end. And I don't know about that lead. I think it's tied up on 6 right now, but it's a situation for Ultra where if they get 1, you're good for the defense for the round 5. So it's an easy job ahead. OpTic, they're gonna have to be pretty much dominant on defense, and it's not like the slang has been too great either. So when I talk about dominant, I mean Ultra. Just be conscious, play for the kills, and you should be good to go. Not the best start, but Ultra can afford to take their time.
Slowly but surely, Scump cleaning the boat side of the map.
That's a good start.
Great kills from OpTic. Now pressure's on. Oh no, Phoenix done as well. This is bad looks for Ultra. They are pinned. They are being held down and taken to task right now by OpTic Texas, who have opened this round up with an explosive fury.
I mean, look, if this is going to come down to slaying, right now OpTic are still down by 7 or 8 kills, and you can see Ultra, they have turtled. They know the situation, but the next one falls. The next one falls. The next one is gone in the pressure cooker. This could be it.
Go away from the light, Ultra. Stay away from it. You are trapped. You are in trouble. If you can get out, that's one thing. But for now, it's Scump on the cliff face. It's Dashy by ring. Heavy covering fire from inside is going to pin him down, but it's not enough.
And I think it's about a 2-kill difference right now where OpTic are still, 2-kill difference. We are nearly tied up. OpTic, we're looking for the dominance, and they might be able to do it.
Might be able to get it on defense now. Ultra, got to go big. 15 seconds. Flying forward, kills help. Segment's being better. Oh no, you're running out of opportunities now. Bounce managed to get himself in towards ring. Another massive kill from Shotzzy. If you get him on the point, one thing, no! I think it may be settled. It may be done. OpTic Texas, what a stunning defensive round.
I mean, that is unreal. So many kills in a row. Put him in the blender spawn, and I thought with the turtling, the Ultra would have been able to buy a single trade. But they get obliterated. Into the final round we go.
Oh, they've done it.
And look who got defense.
It was the kills that came through in the end. You slayed them out so heavily in that last round. OpTic Texas set themselves up for greatness. This could be the 3-0 right here, right now.
I mean, this is it, and you got a couple players on streaks. You get a glide on defense, it makes it that much easier. Both teams have gotten bullied. And already on the attack, Scump making moves, able to strike for that first blood, and it looks like maybe OpTic giving up a bit of that control, but hey, the kills have been falling into their laps.
The crowd here in the game has sent a chance on defense with good reason, but right now, Ultra have managed to make him out. Oh dear, okay. Wait a minute, this is an unfortunate situation to be in if you're an OpTic Texas fan. Oh, we're getting a bit of progress done towards A. One segment down. You should be able to stack that bad boy and get things going. Over towards B now still. Pressure is on. CleanX starting to get in the mix. The kills! Oh my goodness! Insight brings him down, but you still got pressure on both zones.
He should have just stayed alive, maybe wait an extra moment, but OpTic were swarming. All of this though, and A's looking sweet. It has only been one player on the point, but you hop it, you make sure you convert. It'll be 2 minutes for Ultra to try their attack. 2 minutes for OpTic to survive.
Here we go. 2 minutes added to the clock. Let's go for a quick listen in with OpTic Texas.
I'm playing super cringe. P1 inside. There's that P1. Both P1.
I just saw 3.
Are you? I'm needing that, Brandon. They can go first. Are you? Yeah, there's dead. One shot P1. I don't see P1. They could go.
No. There's one in the
I have the cross.
There's 3 P1, Brandon. Okay.
He wants to spot. I don't see him.
Watch our best right now.
Yo, one guy's there. I have the cross. Nice. Yo, crossing. Watch out, Kleenex. First
Oh my god, here we go! Oh my good god, straight on the listening, straight to the point. Ultra, this is a huge turn. Kills are good. Scumpy trades. Insight looking to go absolutely wild here. Catching the spawners out. Clock's ticking. Pressure is on. The gunfights are there. Can Insight get any more as you're still keeping the play alive for Ultra?
Oh my god! ARs deliver. The nades on point to get the man off the point. And the gunfight's gonna fall. Band's looking for the pick too. iLLeY gonna chop him down. But keep in mind, 17 versus 12. It is a massive like disparity where Ultra has that advantage. And they got the pressure as well.
It has been some tenacious D from OpTic right now. Here comes Kleenex once again. He has been the breaker of every setup that OpTic have had. Onto the point you now go. A single man. No more to be stacked. You're going to wait for the kills and then potentially hit it if you're Ultra. Time ticking. An unfortunate team kill, and here we go.
Hey, you lose a man, you got a flank coming through, but if the clock is stopped and you are down on lives, OpTic is forced to make the move.
Oh!
They wait for iLLeY, but he gets stuck.
The flank is gone. Now towards the front we go. Insight guns are up. Shotzzy with a trade coming through. Scump now trying to save the day. It's a big win from Insight. It's another gunfight now against Shotzzy as you're looking towards the second. Now the final segment onto the point. Insight flying forward into the fray. We once again go as you clean the point up.
You gotta stop the clock again though. Look, it is about the lives. Ultra, if they can stop this point, they can play TDM, but that way 10 versus 6.
iLLeY looking to make the flank once more again. Ring control firmly in the hands of Ultra. Looking to find an angle through green side as well. For OpTic now, it is stay alive for 25 seconds. If you lose any more of these lives, you're in serious trouble.
This is it. One more attempt. iLLeY's gonna get caught. That is the start. You're looking for the crosses. The nades are rolling through, but it's from both sides. The read is in. Toronto, this is where you go.
Third time's a charm. Here come Ultra. Flying forward. 10 seconds on the clock. Gonna try to get him off. Scumpy, he's down. Dashy, last man alive. And what a game of control that was. Try again. Toronto Ultra managed to break the OpTic line. A sensational bit of work from everyone there on Gavutu control. Champs, we're leaving it all on the field.
I mean, dude, that is truly unreal from Toronto. I mean, just that level of composure. You're down 2-0 in the series. You're getting smoked in your first series at Champs. They are in such a good situation in that 4th round. They get obliterated. They stay composed, they keep it calm, and they convert that first offensive win. I mean, that is tried and true. That is, if their comms aren't the way they are, if they haven't worked for years to get this, like, to this level, to have that composure, very few teams could pull off something like that. That is where Ultra are at their best.
It's like, it comes down to a matter of seconds into the decision-making process for both teams.
The read on iLLeY, that's the entire setup for OpTic. They are waiting for iLLeY to make that flank, but you take too much time. The heads-up gameplay, always gonna be there for Toronto, and it's just the perfect thing. One guy stops the clock, everybody posts up around him. It is perfect coverage, perfect angles, perfect reads. And make no mistake, that is absurdly difficult to pull off in a moment like that, but hey, Toronto, we know what they're capable of. We know they got that fight.
Ultra made 3 breaks of that OpTic setup in this final round. That is so hard to do on a map like this. You're playing the tightest of angles on the approach. Nades, you name it, everything. No trophy systems being used in this game. Those lethals and tacticals from OpTic, they were just as effective as they have been. But Ultra play around them. They play those timing perfectly. A sensational game of control there in map 3.
I mean, well, truly unreal stuff, maybe for an unreal series. I mean, look, it was a game 5, round 11 last time these guys played. when Ultra completed a reverse sweep, this was the exact map set that we have. The Berlin Bocage did get flipped, but those cards are on the horizon. We go to a Tuscan hardpoint where these guys have actually traded maps in. Just about like answering the questions, right? We talked about OpTic. Is their control gonna be better? Well, not necessarily the best look in that moment for Ultra. When it's come to majors on the year, they have been the #1 team in Search and Destroy, number 12 in hardpoint. They have lost every tight game, and obviously they're still down in the series. They gotta win another hardpoint again against a ferocious OpTic Texas.
Truly ferocious OpTic Texas. Dry hands to Scump. Getting his potassium in as well, and his game fuel. Tuscan hardpoint now on its way. This is going to be a very important matchup again for Ultra, trying to force the game 5. Still match point here for OpTic Texas. I mean, look, one more is all you need. You advance in the top 6, you get to go to bed and enjoy yourselves tomorrow. But it is not going to be an easy run. And now for Ultra, this is really, I mean, one of the more dangerous teams in the league when it comes to composure, when it comes to comebacks. This is far from over.
And look, you know, pick your poison on who you want to watch. Shotzzy and Cleanex, you know we're going to get after it. Scump is champs. We saw what he did in map 1 and map 2. He's looking for the bounce back in map 4. But what I have my eye on, at least in the background, it is Insight versus Dashy. Dashy is a guarantee in respawn, a guarantee on Tuscan, and if Insight can't square up, well, Ultra not going to have a good time. And I think that has been where, like in the hard points against OpTic, where Ultra have suffered. Insight needs to maintain that level of pace, keep up with the main ARs, and if you can set up Cleanex and Bans, we already know the kind of plays they can make. But it will not be easy. The stats, that slight advantage towards OpTic, fantastic on the holds, fantastic on the breaks, and I'd say right from the jump, honestly, Ultra will start on the good side, but when it comes to P2, OpTic, one of the best in the game at locking it down. We'll see exactly what Ultra have cooked up, because, well, they know what side they're going to be starting on.
Map 4, here we go. This winner bracket matchup. God champs, only round 1. It's dumb lit already. Here we go to P1. One of the crazier hard points here in Vanguard. OpTic hitting through mid. Shotzzy going to clean up kills. Trades abound. Wow, absolute pandemonium there in the opener. Insight, last man up.
I mean, that's perfect. That hit through mid-map, that is as good as it gets for OpTic Texas. Ultra on the good side, already shut down. And I mean, hey, 30 seconds left on P1, but we already talked about OpTic on P2. That's why you got a guy like Bans already taking routes.
That's a big win. iLLeY trying to hold back now. Great coverage through middle map as well. That's going to be all OpTic all day, baby. They're going to keep this time flowing. Insight, another big win. Bans now getting involved also. Dashy, it's a 3 spree for him for now. We're going to slow things down indeed. Ultra, late breaks. They end the sprees. Now, eyes towards the next hard point. Scump first man up. Bans on an absolute tear.
Well, can he continue to make these plays, right? Maybe push through back, try to flip these spawns, but this is where OpTic have earned their paycheck. They get to the hill first, but the pressure already coming through. Ultra, they are flying.
iLLeY, he is playing so well right now. What a move. Cammy with the final cleanup. As the trades come to a standstill. Slowly, but surely. Towards the next half, on we go. P2's up. Call it column. Some people call it a pain in the arse, and that is exactly what it is. Ultra trying to make the break from the back.
And Bans again, the guy that is making the plays. That is success. You break through on P2, and for how bad of a start that was, Benjamin Bans has been everywhere to get his team back in it. Still obviously down by a touch, but final 20 seconds. OpTic are going to be taking one more crack and trying to get this scrap time. A big moment as well, but Cleanex is there to secure it. And Ultra, after all that, they will have the lead going into the new hill.
10 seconds remaining on. Oh, towards the left-hand side of the map, we now go to Well. Essentially a fortress here on Tuscan. iLLeY towards the back line. Spots Cleanex. He's going to go toe-to-toe with him in a moment. Big win from iLLeY now. Cammy's up next. Trying to flush the players from backside out. Big wins. OpTic in full control.
Big holes, but you got the split spawns coming through. I don't know if OpTic are going to read this. Scump is going to be very late chasing this player over towards roof. And you got the break rate on P3, so OpTic successful there, but the split spawn's coming through. iLLeY, he is cornered. He picks up 2, but the last man in the back Insight trying to get it done, but OpTic still holding that time.
Insight now holding them down. Here comes the reinforcements from Ultra, trying to get themselves into the point. Shotzzy gets taken care of. 2 members now from Ultra, make it 3. Stay alive, get the next 30 seconds here on this hard point. You're back in the lead.
I mean, again, Vance was making the heroics in the early portion of the game. Every single player on Ultra fell except for Inside, and I mean, he delivers.
I don't even understand.
You're still fighting for the scrap time as well. I mean, hey, you got crazy things all over, including the snakes from Shotzzy. They're on point. They get the scrap, and over towards Church we go.
He's on a 3 spree now, top side of Church. Next hard point is up. We are in control now. OpTic Texas trying to make the breaks towards the backside as well. It's iLLeY, the man with a plan. Finds himself a kill. Phoenix now has to deal with it. iLLeY has been a menace on Tuscan so far. Ooh, Cammy with a big win. OpTic, though, do manage to get the break. The hard point's now theirs.
Ultra trying to hit from all angles as well, but hey, Shotzzy's making the reads. He does finally get shut down, but makes it easy for the king. He knew if that shot came through, it would have been a free 3-piece, and hey, it's free in the end. Things matter here, though, at Champs and OpTic again in hardpoint. They have just been in control.
Yeah, shoulder to shoulder in there. It's a late hit from Shotzzy, not enough to get the job done. Scump front line, taken care of. Holding it down now, Toronto Ultra, 20 seconds remaining on this one. They are not able to truly get the lead back, but OpTic rotations now over towards the dreaded P5, this tiny little room. That will be the site of our next battle.
I mean, Ultra actually get here super far in advance, and they get the first 2 kills. Down low, they get the next. Vance playing the rack corner, and it has been a perfect rotation over towards P5. As good as it gets for Toronto, and hey, maybe able to reclaim that lead. Now, Blanket's coming through, but it gets dealt with. Every single kill, every single read. Ultra, when they're on point, it always looks so sweet.
So sweet indeed, as CleanX has continued his incredible form thus far in the series. Dashy trying to hold him back. Can't quite get it done against the rest of Toronto Ultra. Still locking this one down. Lead now in their hands. Ultra, what a P5.
Dude, and there is nowhere to go. You are getting picked apart along the way. P5 surprise. It can be a money hill in Toronto. Taking full advantage. It was 2 players on the early rotation that set him up. And, well, now Vance will try to be the last man in line to try to chop him. But, hey, 10 seconds to scrap. I think Ultra happy to give that away.
Super happy with that one. The pocket's full of good time there. The lead back in their hands. And OpTic Texas will pick up the scrap over towards P1 from south to the north side of the map. We now go next hard points up. Second set is now upon us. And Ultra with the early time. However, OpTic, they're playing the long game. They've got spawns on the right side of the map now.
I mean, hey, the long game is great, but so is this time in the hill, and Dashy wins the first big one, but the trade's not quite quick enough to come through. Funneling up, it's a battle. The nade on point, and it'll be iLLeY reclaiming the time in the point. Right now, OpTic in a sweet position again. They love the rotation of P2. They got the lockdown on P1, and they are getting all of the kills. A clean 4 down.
OpTic Texas running up here on P1 in the second set. Dashy eyes on mid-map from the top side of the church as he is spitting. Sermon is in process. Oh man, what a close fight that was. Late break there from Toronto Ultra. Time going their way. Spawns now theirs as well. What a plot twist this is.
I mean, late break, that is Vance again, causing the problems. They have put the spawns, they have done the hard part. Now it's the easy thing. Try to lock down this P2. You know, if OpTic can hold it, they can break it as well, but you have a nice map spread. I think Ultra might be playing for these kills first, and can't be left alone on the back. The pressure's here.
Here we go. Good shot, Smilly. Scump draws the fire for now, allows the trade to come through. Still alive in the back line is going to be iLLeY. Now drawing some of the aggression of the defenders. Front line as well, covered. That's going to be Dashy. Tip of the spear, first man in. iLLeY stays alive, and the pressure now mounting. The pincer move is on the hard point, and the Insight trying to stay alive. It's Insight is holding it down for a Mo. That's going to be the last man alive, Vance. For Ultra here, and he's alive somehow! Oh my good God! Ultra never died!
Like an angel from heaven, he answers the prayer. Always the hero for the team, and hey, again, the P2. Now you're in a situation for OpTic where you don't want these spawns anymore. This will be a free rotation towards this new hill. We already showed off OpTic the best at breaking towards P3, but they're going to have to do it again, and that is not a good start.
Yeah, left-hand side of the minimap, we go back to Fountain, and oh boy, what an interesting turn of events this is. The game in the center's gone a little quiet. As they certainly need a bit of the love. As OpTic Texas now, we're going to cross a very dangerous mid-map. Cammy the first man up. iLLeY's going to gun him. That's not a problem whatsoever. 21 and 18 for Cammy. Getting things going. Bounce on a 3, now brought down to a close. And here we go. The battle towards the hard point now hitting. Cleanex, he's doing what he can on the back line, taking care of the nade. Inside up front, shots are in. Not even want to get the kills. And Cammy now lighting up the feed indeed. This is a wild hard point. Still chance. Ultra have got it.
I mean, look, the main factor of success is inside. He has been the super soaker. He is kept up in the kills department. And now you go to P3 where you are locking it down. Shotzzy finally flanking to make the play, but this is just for the scrap time. Even if you deliver, I mean, it is bits and pieces that you are just attempting to pick up. But Toronto had just picked them apart, play after play, and on the rotation again, Cammy already deep in their spawn. It is 3 players from Ultra looking to get past.
Ultra. 2 players towards the right-hand side of the minimap, 1 coming through top side, 1 through the front. OpTic Texas have full control of Church. Will they find Sanctuary here inside the hard point? Slowly but surely, every corner checked. Trades now coming through. iLLeY towards the back line. Cammy's going to find the first openers. As now there's 1 member left, that's a clean break. Wow, Ultra, slow and steady wins the race.
It does not get better than that, and they are at least partially reading these spawns. The splits come through, and maybe the splits will play out for OpTic. You see it's actually a 3v towards the field side of the map, and you at least make it 50-50 for these next set of fights.
Tobias Jonsson soaring there through the skies with the speed of Sleipnir and the strength of Thor Odinson. Brought down. Late break there from OpTic Texas. 3 players on the hard point. Cammy! Oh my God! He finds 2! 1 more player on the point. Here comes Bance. Just trying to slow this one down. And again, OpTic Texas, they have lost their legs here on Tuscan. Toronto retain the control. And a foot race now to P5.
And talk about a rotation. OpTic needs to win. They got bullied out last time around. And, well, it looks like Ultra here first again. You check down low, you catch Scump throwing a nade. And once again, it's still a 2v2, but it's free. Cammy is out and about. And now you actually got the split spawns coming through, so I think Ultra should be able to swarm.
Numbers now for OpTic. Here comes the swarm though from Toronto Ultra downstairs. Cleanex. Oh my good God. Nice shots there. OpTic though win the fight. Retain control. Massive work to push the front line forward. iLLeY on a 2 spree. Looking to push this that bit deeper into the map now as OpTic Texas sorely need this next 30 seconds.
I mean, hey, still alive. P5 has been the moneymaker. It is a strange experience, but maybe here we are. iLLeY catches number 2. And Dashy wins the next gunfight. Now they stop the push, and Ultra are forced to rotate. No hard fights for this scrap time. And as is tradition, the P5 to P1. Here we go.
Pressure is now on. Here we go. iLLeY, very sneaky play indeed. Bance has let it slip. This could come up to hit them bad. OpTic Texas may have set themselves up for a big win. Now across mid-map they're going to go. OpTic looking to make the play in a brief moment. iLLeY biding his time. Takes his chances. Hits the play. Bance stays alive now, at a close fight at the point. Dashy wins a big one. Oh no, he's not been taken care of yet. Pistol out, not enough. Cammy's on a 3.
P5 to P1, Ultra just did it to perfection. The play does not pay off, and Cammy on its head.
Oh, the kills are all over the place as Ultra now. They're starting to see it, the writing's on the wall. It's now 10 seconds, and we're gonna force that game 5. And that is simply the way it goes here at Champs. Last hit from OpTic, trying to make their way forward. It all comes down to insight. The gun is up, the seconds are there. A last minute contest. And it's not over yet.
1 second, that is all you need. 1 break, the nades coming through, they do not connect.
Here we go. Looking to find the contest through the middle of the map we go, and there's Cleanex! Cleanex again! Game 5. What can we say other than a team with this level of composure, with the history these 2 squads have? Game 5, it simply feels like destiny.
I mean, could you have it any other way? A game 5 on repeat ad nauseum between these 2 teams. OpTic were looking sweet early on, but I think Ultra again, they knocked out all 4 of these players in Champs last year, and it might not be a knockout blow, but a knockdown. See if you can get them down and out for the count. The reverse sweep on the cards. We go to Berlin. It is the exact same map set, man. We have seen these teams battle it out. They have traded on Berlin. When Toronto win, it was in a round 10 fashion. OpTic clutched the round 11. They've done the homework. They know the maps. They have played each other time and time again. A battle of the micro adjustments and who is more clutch. And I gotta say, for that question, after that Kavutu, Ultra are looking icy.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to throw to a quick commercial break. You know the deal by now. On the other side of this one, it is Game 5, the Battle of Berlin. Here in the winners bracket, Toronto Ultra, OpTic Texas. What a history they've got. And after this series, we get to add another absolute Game 5 banger to the pile. Who comes out on top? We'll find out after this.
The Call of Duty League is brought to you by TeamSpeak, the official communication partner of the Call of Duty League. And AimLab, official first-person training partner of the Call of Duty League. Unleash your potential.
Game 5, Toronto Ultra, OpTic Texas, and we all knew it was going to happen. We all knew it was going to come down to the final map. It was simply written in the stars. Here we go, though. Multi-chance taking you through this one. This is bound to be absolute D-line. Humdinger, Treat, Slobberknocker, you name it. It's happening today, brother.
And look, I mean, maybe it doesn't matter how we got here, but if it does, we already know Toronto Ultra have the hot hand. And if it's off the back of stuff plays from guys like Cammy, when he's on, he's on.
He's on. The boy was breaking hills seemingly by himself. Sensational run from him as your man was putting in the work when they needed it the most. Hello, look at this. Cammy, whatever the hard point was, he was the guy to pick up the 2s, pick up the 3s, pick up the time. Essential for Toronto Ultra's victory there.
I mean, look, in that moment, 35 and 24, leading Slayer, doing it with both guns. The man can do it all, and on Berlin, again, both these teams will mix up strats, will be all over the map, and Cammy might be a constant problem. But where we had Bocage, the defensive shootout on Berlin, offense. Toronto, #1 on the attack in the game. OpTic, #3 against each other. It is the same thing. 8 out of 11 rounds on offense for OpTic. They have won. 8 out of 10 for Toronto on offense. They have won. You're looking to clutch up on defense if you can make it happen. And for OpTic Texas, maybe Dashy can be that guy. But Toronto are on the attack first. Something to look out for. CleanX #4 on the minimap. He will play over towards A. Sometimes by himself. It looks like now he has some help, but he picks OpTic apart. That is the man right here that OpTic have to shut down, and honestly, it looks like they want nothing to do with him. The site has been left empty.
Everyone's done their homework. Coming in the champs, that's for damn sure. aBeZy now in full control of Toronto Ultra. Shotzzy will be the man to get something through those windows at a moment's notice.
And look, aBeZy's been completely given up. Insight has the perfect angle to watch this flank, so there are no avenues to attack. The nades do not connect. Bomb down, perfect setup.
4v4, straight up. It's going to be a good old fight on the retake. Insight's going to get the first blood. Dips on out immediately. Shotzzy now getting his way forward. That's going to be a nice, easy way to level things up 3v3.
And Scump is spending so much time trying to hunt down Insight, but Insight has gotten out, so this is wasted time, wasted effort, so the play is on the other side of the map now. Shotzzy's making moves around the site. He's got Dashy for the help, and they can't find the pick. CleanX runs the show.
He's the Ubermensch here on Berlin. He finds another big one. Dashy traded out count, and it's going to be CleanX once again from behind now. CleanX, no more kills. 1v1, 10 seconds. It's not going to happen. Ultra execute magnificently.
And look at Scump, man. He spent that entire round hunting down Insight, who ends up in the perfect position in the end. I mean, he is chasing Ghost, and that is too clean from Ultra. I'm telling you, man, CleanX has put the fear in their hearts around A. They didn't want to deal with him, and by the time they get there, he still shuts them down.
Nervous tension across the gaming center. OpTic now on offense. What will Ultra do? Quick check across mid. Didn't see too many shadows in the distance there. It might be a long-range gunfight there, but we'll see what happens.
And Toronto have always been happy to play the retakes at either bomb site, not to a great deal of success, but they have struggled more at B, so they triple stack it. Looks like the game plan, they are more happy to try to retake A. They will give up that bomb plan. It's the slow approach from Shotzzy, working with iLLeY over towards A.
Inside the mailroom is going to be Scump on this stairwell. Inside, eyes towards A. Stun lands. Here comes the rebuttal. Going to clear away that cover he has to work with. Just going to save him from a bullet or two, but that will help out in a gunfight like this. Over towards A we now go still. It's going to be Cammy and Vance. Cammy gets the party started, first blood.
I mean, that just makes it so much easier. You already talked about trusting your retakes, and hey, the 4v2.
Oh my God.
4v1, even better. Shotzzy last alive with no time to work with. I mean, the flanks are through. He's going to get the bomb plan, but what can you do?
No time to work with, no time to waste. Plants the bomb, tags her up. CleanX now trying to finish it. Damage is in. Shotzzy at a tremendous disadvantage. Now waiting for the pinch. Stays alive though. Gets out for the good. Oh my word. Now you've got a Shotzzy at large and on the loose in Berlin. Is it going to be enough though? As the defuse may start coming through, and he's going to set himself up for greatness here. This could be exactly what you look for. Makes the jump. A little too late. Your boy is is styling here at Champs.
I mean, hey, fancy footwork right there, but it does not matter. You see Toronto, they had the angle covered. I think it was Bance ready for the jump or maybe make it insight. That is a perfect round, and for two teams where it has been an offensive shootout, already a defensive round won by Ultra. They have not stopped since that Kabuto control.
The tiniest of miscalculations in Shotzzy's position there. If he had made the jump in the first attempt, he may have been able to catch that round, and we would have lost our collective minds. But instead, Ultra take the round, they take a 2-0 lead here in Game 5.
Now it's a stack over towards A. Again, Cleanex has run the show by this site. OpTic can put the pressure on, but he is always the man to deal with.
Here comes the man himself. Cleanex checks a corner, sends Bance in first. Scump eyes on the bomb site, waiting for anyone to make that move, but it's a sneaky play indeed, as this is about to go to blows. Scump peeks the door. Here comes the exchange of gunfire. Shotzzy the man to get the party started there. First blood for him. Did he bring drinks for his friends?
That's good nades, though. That might be good nades to back down Bance and try to open the side, but look who's here on the flank. The trade. You do convert it, and the flank coming through. It is now a 1 versus 3. OpTic have dealt with it all.
And Bance manages to catch one, slips out. Changes position, 20 seconds now, stay alive. Oh my God, he's not dead. He's gonna pick a corner, any corner now, and just hope that no one checks it. Here comes Scump, throws a shoulder, doesn't see a single thing, as this is gonna get mixy. Woohoo, just enough time. Dashy plays the insurance, gets across to the bomb site. 2.5 seconds to spare.
It is not easy work, but they get the job done. They respond with a defensive round of their own, but obviously down to the wire. I mean, Scump, if he doesn't check that all the way, that is, I mean, pixel perfect to clear out the spots. And a big one to get for OpTic to bounce back, to stop the bleeding, get right back in this game. And now their turn to attack, to try to make those plays. It was Cammy that shut him down last go around towards the middle of the map. And I think from OpTic, I mean, going the fast B plants has been their old faithful. And they're leaning that direction.
Fast hit towards B. Might wait. Ooh, insight. Brought a big boy gun in the fight, but he's not going to get to use it just yet. Cleanex with the nade. That should land. All he does is blow the doors off. Look left, look right before crossing that street. Here comes the plant from Shotzzy. This might be time to make the play. Oh, he's going to be getting out. That bomb is down. Here we go.
That's the angle. Oh, and that's a hit marker. So 4v4, number 2 on the hunt. You're trying to make
oh my God.
Shotzzy wins it in sight. You hit marker, you survive. And a 4v2 with bomb down, as easy as it gets.
There we go. Shotzzy's going to now run circles around him, the rats in hand, and my word. Could have been something. But hey, thick thighs save lives. Dashy takes the bullet.
Absolutely true. Man's been eating good. Either way, though, I gotta say, no one does it like Shotzzy. They leave him by himself to work that B bomb plan.
Yeah.
He's the lone man. There was like 2 different players watching the cross, and somehow he finds a way, let alone the fact that he wins the gunfight on site. Shotzzy, Mr. Do-It-All. We are now tied. It is the exact same analysis. Ultra will play spread. They will leave Cleanex over towards A. They will take their time to let him make these moves. He's already cleared out. It's open again. It's the same thing. Play for the clutch spots. The retake last time on point. You got number 3 inside, playing a deep angle, but the nade actually there to shut it down.
This time the nades connect. Man goes down, so does the bomb. Here comes the quick recovery, but Shotzzy's on the flank. This could be huge. He checks the right corner. Wow. Gets a bullet for his troubles, but that might be enough though to deter Ultra from trying to hit this site. Meanwhile, the rest of OpTic, they've got mid-map covered. If you go to the B-bomb site, Ultra, you are in trouble.
And you're just looking for that next pick if you're on Toronto. Looking for someone to over-Kismet, make that mistake, and OpTic were mistake-free on Bocage. They're looking to punish, and iLLeY towards outer.
Well,
does he check?
I'm gonna check it. The bomb's gonna go down. That's a big win. Here comes iLLeY. Cleanex gets the bomb. Doesn't plant it. Doesn't plant it. OpTic take the lead here in Game 5.
In that round, I mean, I think almost literally gets decided just from the nades. A-bomb plant gets left open. That time the play call is on point. The adjustment is in, and OpTic now with the advantage in S&D.
the difference 2 frag grenades can make in this game.
And I think if I'm OpTic, I'll be honest, man, that fast game plan has been looking sweet. They were successful, and maybe they're trying to make the hard reads. Maybe they're expecting Toronto to stack, and at least 2 players are nearby. But it is more of a play for pick situation. Mom leaning towards A.
They're in. Inside. If he times this right, and saw him. Here's the cross, here's the battle. Nades, everything being thrown. Pressure on towards that side of the map. Doesn't manage to catch him. He's safe and sound, gets out.
Smooth moves. And Cammy last time through the middle of the map was the guy making plays. Now it's Bansony or Statue, and it is only Shotzzy to watch the flank. I hear the nades ringing out, but that bomb should go down, but Bance, he found it.
4v4 retake, just like the very first round. We saw Bance is in from behind. He may shoot his shot a little early. Does get the kill though. Now, man advantage. Dashy's now trying to hit the stairwell. Will he be able to catch a player out here? His insight on the outside. Looking to find something. Good timing. Good gunning. 2v2.
2v2. Outside though. Cleanex around A. Always wins it, and Dashy now last alive.
Last man up, and Dashy's now doing the ring of Rosie around the outside. 20 seconds. You've got to play this perfectly. You have to take care of Dashy. 15 seconds. Onto the bomb you now go. And he's looking at streaks. Is this player going to make the play? Are they going to dive onto this one? Or instead, are they going to try to stick it out? And Dashy clutches up. In a very, very tense situation. And secures not only the round, but the streaks.
And that is now 4 in a row. It doesn't matter how you get to the game 5. Momentum is irrelevant. It is all about how you play on the final map. Advantage towards OpTic. We already know Toronto can be composed. They got to stop the bleeding. They need a round on offense. They've spread the map once again. The bomb leaning towards B, but no commitment just yet.
Oh, man. Stress. Dashy, 7 spree. Nice nades from inside. Starts the proceedings here. The stun check there from Shotzzy will buy him time.
And look at the minimap again. You get the bomb down, you get Cleanex on the fullest of flanks, and unless you do this quick, you will lose this round, but that's the good start.
He's alive. Cammy now dealing some damage. Here come reinforcements. Cleanex on the flank as well. The last 2 remaining members of OpTic, they are shoulder to shoulder, close enough to the side. Here comes your man. Cleanex straight on in. Last player alive. Can he get the kill? Surely! Shotzzy earned a place in Valhalla there. He went down fighting. We're not out of the woods just yet. 3-4.
And I'm telling you, between these 2 teams, you can play so many rounds back that look exactly like that for Toronto. Finally able to catch their rhythm. Maybe even catching iLLeY with that first blood. iLLeY for the moment, 1 in 6. That is the player maybe they are looking to attack. When they take him down there, they convert the round. Now I'd say for Toronto, they got to find a way to clutch up on defense. OpTic by the looks of it. Shotzzy's got it in hand, leaning towards B. He makes this cross by himself, and Cleanex, he's looking to meet him.
Nades are out. Looking to slow down that fast hit towards B. Here comes Streaks.
Oh, they see him.
Oh, no, no one's wearing cold-blooded. This is going to hurt. Or not. Shotzzy managed to hit the flank, though. Bance! Oh, my good God, the 1v1. It's a big win from Cleanex. Saves the day for now. Streaks invested. Just over a minute to play with.
And you don't catch him, and that is bomb down in the worst spot possible.
Oh, no.
You see all 4, and you still mess up. Mistake-free no longer. In a 3v4, though, plenty of time to work with, but they got to find a way to play for picks, and good luck. Have fun to even try to collect that bomb.
OpTic. Oh no, Scump gets taken cover of mid-map. Now it's a 4v2 Ultra looking to level up the search here. What a kill from Bance. His 3rd of the map. Dashy in the 1v4. And we are all even, 4-4.
And Bance, like, almost, what, fakes jumping in the window? Like, he stays exposed, but Dashy, he's making a play call to send Shotzzy in, sends him into his death in a massive swing round in moment. The first mistake that has truly been made in Search and Destroy. OpTic are the first to fall, and now we are back, all tied up, all things equal. Let's see what Toronto can do.
Offensive rounds have been the name of the game for Toronto Ultra now. Looking towards mid. They're forward. Good shots out of iLLeY, not enough to get the kill. Straight towards the A-bomb site, and once again, Scump though, he's going to be the man in here. Not going to make it happen, iLLeY. Kill number 2 of the game, and what a kill it was.
Dude, and he almost found the route. I think Scump caught him, and well, Shotzzy catches the next one. 4 versus 2, and well, make it 3. Can't quite squirrel away with that one, but still, man advantage.
Ultra not out of the woods yet. Cammy with the bomb recovery. Look at the position there, far spread, top to bottom.
Dashy has the cross. You got Scump locking down the A site. They have everything they want in this moment. And no one is going to be making a mistake, right? Ultra maybe try to burn another 10, 15 seconds, look for a pick, but I mean, Insight's making the play. You have to get this bomb that way.
Dead Science activate, the man's flying in. We'll be able to catch anyone in these corners. There it is, the shot. Gets out with his life.
And that actually works out. Look at that timing. Dashy, as soon as he gives up on the cross, look at where the bomb is going down. He gives it up for 2 seconds. And Ultra find it. Shades of Moscow S&D.
Very, very sneaky indeed. That's the bomb planted. Now you have to watch out because if you make your way across map towards B, there's an Insight, and he might have eyes on.
And they're leaving him. Now Insight can just go for the pinch. Now the pressure's on Cammy. He has to make this play, but Insight will be there late.
30 seconds. 2v3 situation for Toronto Ultra. Now towards the bomb site we go. Looking to clear this out. Check the corners, every corner from behind. A big win from Dashy. Cammy now last man left alive. How close will he be? It is done! OpTic Texas now put themselves on match point. Man, that could have gone so bad.
That is Toronto Ultra at their absolute finest. The play call perfect, the adjustments made, the timing on the cross, oh so sweet. But I don't know if anyone told Dashy to turn around or if those spidey senses kicked in, but the snapper to catch that flank coming through. A big moment from Big Bruce, and now that oh so not big advantage. They need one more round. That does not mean you are safe. In the play call, for what might be their final offensive, 3 players aggressive towards A.
Not sure how much we saw on the cross, but Shotzzy don't care. He's flying forward. Nades are in. Cammy with the opening kills. Looking towards Scump on the outside, about to hit the stairwell, and Insight eats that nade for breakfast. Cammy now from behind, doesn't lose a single man. Cammy, what is that? Dashing to the last man left alive, and I cannot believe what I've seen. Ultra, they have got round 11 written all over them. What was that?
Square up at A, and you get shut down. Dashy making no play. He is loud, he is gone, and Cammy gets the final stamp. They are smoking.
Here we go. iLLeY's like, yeah, I got him. No, what was that? Cameron McGilligan.
And in this offensive shootout, who's it gonna be? OpTic get the attempt to attack again. Fast plants at B. That is where they won the last round 11 that they have played. They made it look easy. That is where they have success, and they're not going for it again. A spread across the map, and Ultra split 2-2 as well.
Final round here on Berlin here in the series. CleanX starts it off with a Kobe from Toby. 4v3. OpTic running out of members now. Pressure towards the B-bomb site, looking for the fast hit. There's nothing fast about it, but they might be able to time this well.
And CleanX has the corner. He's got the cheeky corner. Does Shotzzy check this? Do the nades connect?
They're going to get one over the top. Now, Shotzzy, will he be brave enough to dive in? Will he check the position where Vance is? No. The tags from Cammy, the coverage, the Guardian Angel from up high.
There's the pick, 3v3, and you got Scump, by the way. He's playing the A site. A lot of action all over the map.
Still have no idea, though. The CleanX is the inside of the B-bomb site, and maybe you cut your losses and you go towards A. We will see, though. Cammy with a min-map presence. Shotzzy with a bomb. He's the man with the plan.
I mean, you've cleared nothing out, though. You haven't cleared out B. Scump hasn't cleared out A. And Ultra, they're holding strong. The move is over toward. It'll be Insight, the first man to deal with.
Here we go. Guns up. Tags are in. Here comes Shotzzy. Opening kill. Looking towards the bump site immediately, but you've got numbers now here. No more things to throw, except for your gunny. iLLeY, last man up, Cammy. Can he get the job done? OpTic close it up in round 11. The Galen Center is on his feet. The play call from Shotzzy, your boy hits it. And when he hits it, nobody does it better.
What an unbelievable series. Here to start, both of these teams run at champs.
And revenge, I think, for a few of these players on OpTic. All 4 across the board, taking Ultra down, making up for Cold War, at least at the start. Everyone is aged 10 years, but OpTic ice up. And guess who it was, by the way? In the round 11, iLLeY was having a tough one all map long. You have a player falling to the nade for the first blood. Who's the guy that finds the pick? It's iLLeY. Who's the guy that makes the late flank reads? It's iLLeY. Dialed in that round 11, where OpTic are now 3 for 3 against Toronto. The ice runs through.
Another iconic series between these two organizations here in the CDL.
I mean, what's the point of playing the first 4 maps in the first 10 rounds? You know what it's going to be.
It's always a true spectacle when these two go at it. What a brilliant, brilliant series. Both teams with their respective champions. Both teams with so much to play for here. And that's only the first round of the tournament. Strap yourself in, kid. This is going to be one hell of a ride. This Champs is not disappointed yet. Man alive, what a fantastic run. OpTic moved away in the top 6. We go to the lower bracket now for Toronto Ultra. The comeback was so close, but just that little further. Ultra needed. OpTic stay alive, keep the run going. Top 6 now theirs. Woo! I need a shower.
I need a couple. I mean, dude, I don't even know what to break down after that. Game 5, round 11, iced up in the end. OpTic, what more could you ask?
Can't ask for much more, but the one player we will ask a lot of is Shotzzy. He is on stage right now with Guy Plays.
Thank you so much, Miles and Chance. Los Angeles, give it up for OpTic Texas! Another Game 5 banger. And Shotzzy, my first question for you is because you are an absolute dog out there, okay? It doesn't matter the gunfight, doesn't matter the player in front of you. You go out there and get the kill. How do you make it so easy?
I don't know. I kind of just play the game 24 hours a day, and yeah, I mean, that's the gas.
Yo, right? Yo, and talk to me about the ARs of your team there. You know, Dashy and iLLeY out there supporting you, especially on that Gavutu.
They're just amazing players. Ender and Brandon, they both don't miss. Shout out to you guys. You guys are my heart carriers, and yeah, hopefully we win this round.
All right, now going into this series, you guys were up 2-0, okay? And then that Gavutu control, that last round, it was defense. You guys let it slip away, and then you go in Game 5 against a squad that's so scary in Game 5 to that round 11. Talk to me about that last map, and how did y'all get through that?
Yeah, we lost 3-2 Gav. We lost the defense. We kind of just fell short on there, and then yeah, that Game 5. We know that they like playing slow for the most part, so we kind of just played our own pace. And, I mean, from there, that last round was insane.
Oh my God, you guys go down one guy there, and you just stayed clinched up.
And I almost died to the guy like top fire or something like that. I barely survived. And then from there, we kind of just 3v4.
You brought out all the tricks that series. Hopping from window to window, had to dig in your bag, but you come out with a W. Anything you want to say to these fans who are supporting you every single round?
Shout out to you guys, man. You guys are crazy. I love you guys, man. Shout out to Green Wall, seriously.
Shout out to the Green Wall. That's going to do it for me and Shotzzy on the stage. Take it away, Maven.
Hello, welcome back. This is your game break presented by Prime Gaming, and wow! All right,
Game 5 again.
Every time, man. These two teams over the last couple of years, it's just gonna be a war.
Just an absolute war. I mean, this entire series, and that Game 5, it really was special, man. Just some wild plays. OpTic Texas not overthinking it in these rounds. I mean, we saw Toronto wrapping it back and forth. OpTic Texas, they just hold A. They just wait the entire time, falls right into the trap, and then, you know, the very end there, in that round 11, I love what we saw at iLLeY, taking the risk to go out there and get that kill, gets the blood, and that's exactly what they did.
What's it like, Study, like in your career, did you ever have like that team, like you know you're just gonna battle every time you play? Like, what's it like preparing for that?
Oh yeah, nah, it's not easy. Because like back in the day when me and Nate was a team, and there was one team that we simply could not get past, and it was LG with Slack, Classic, and Octane. Those guys, no matter what we did, whatever homework we did, we simply could not beat those guys. But in this series, believe it or not, OpTic, they've been playing so damn well in Search and Destroy. The only thing that really scares me still is their control. The fact that they allowed Toronto to get back into the series by by losing a defense on Kavutu. You do not see that happen usually. They need to get that back in prime form.
Well, aLLeY, it's what? It's like they started out 24-4 in control.
Yeah.
Since then, 2-8, I believe it is. Something's just not clicking.
2-8 last 10 from the start of stage 4, but I will say their search and destroys S&D wins championships.
Okay.
They were able to take both in this series against the Toronto Ultra squad, where S&D is usually where they bring the fire.
Yeah.
They have players like Insight, they have players like Bance, and for OpTic Texas to come out on top with both in these series, I think it's a testament to what they will be capable of doing the rest of this tournament. But I will agree with you that the control has to be tightened up. It wasn't just that fact that, oh, it's a defensive battle on Kavutu. It wasn't. It was in an offensive round that they lost, that they had life advantage. So for me, it's just OpTic's making these little mistakes. They're panicking a little bit more, and hopefully as the days go on, they'll tighten it up.
I mean, there's some terrifying rounds in this game. I mean, you think about the glide bomb round out of Dashy, calls the glide in, and then
Shotzzy was like, here we go!
He calls them out, and I think the play was like Shotzzy just like trapped him in, tried to get a kill there, but like those are the rounds where OpTic has like calmed down, group up together, push the site. Like right there, you just wrap it to a bomb site. But I mean, overall, like it's a game 5 at COD Champs, and you know, this OpTic team's still trying to find their identity once again, but yeah, they come out and they get this win, and that's impressive, man. Versus a Toronto Ultra team that has so much composure. Clint, you were talking about Toronto Ultra, and you know, when you play together for that long, it's easier to stay composed.
Well, I think it stood out to me, like the end of the game 3, the round 5, there's like 40 seconds left, they're up big in lives. I think a lot of teams might have panicked and start pushing with that much time on the clock. They wait down to like 22 seconds, they group up, they make a final push, and they win. And that's why I think there's a little bit of faith that you have for them in this type of like game 5 environment. But Study kind of let a couple slip, right? Maybe a few misplays here and there from Ultra.
Yeah, especially in that map number 1. You just allowed OpTic to control the spawns the entire time, and then when you're always trying to go for that route, you're not going to win those gunfights. You're going to put yourself in a hole. That's where you allowed OpTic just run away with that game. But then you see them turn it around, at least in the control. The fact that, like you said, in that map number 3, with about 25 seconds left, they wait. They wait towards top ring. They know that a player is committing towards the flank. Once they get that first kill, that's when they execute their game plan. They knew exactly where one guy was close towards the rock, and then they hit a beautiful teammate to set it up. That's what Toronto Ultra have been known for the last 2 years. When you talk about them, it's all about their teamwork, and at least it shows a little bit in this series, just not in Search and Destroy.
Well, for everybody watching at home, we're going to pull up a couple of graphics now. You're going to want to make sure to link your account. We have some exciting news coming up for MW2 on Sunday. But here's the first. Watch and earn this weekend on YouTube Gaming. Take a look at some of the stuff you're able to win. Pretty amazing at what we've got going on this weekend. I like some of these kind of fire.
I think it's a trip here. I mean,
yeah.
Toronto Ultra might need to put the first blooded one on. I mean, on that bow cage, these guys, they were getting blooded.
And then we've teased it a bit, but coming on Sunday, what's next? No, me either, right? Like everybody's excited to know more, right?
Absolutely. I can't wait to see what's next on Sunday. You guys will get to see it as well.
Well, today has been, I mean, it's been ludicrous so far. Just game 5's all over the place. The action is going to continue on. Coming up for our final match, we've got Subliners, we've got FaZe, another big battle. One of these two teams, you gotta think the chance to make a run. If you look at the recent performances, heavy hitters getting ready to go at it, but it's OpTic that comes out on top here in our last match. Through the grit and glory, they come away with a map 5 victory. But we're not done yet. One more match.
And you're casting it, Clint.
Yeah, time to get fired up, baby. Don't go anywhere.
Tune back into the music, you know you know how to do this. Don't second guess, just not a test, it's not a race. No black or white, everything's gray. No yesterday, never tomorrow, only the present, that is your gift. It benefits you only if open, everyone's chosen. Beauty of choice, you can stay silent, forget your voice. You can malign them, hold a grudge, or stand before judge, just stay in your case. Top of the notion that you were just a mere drop in the ocean. This is your moment, fear is a Trojan horse. When you open or close your doors. Just when you feel like it's too much, just when you feel like you have, take a step back from the edge, take a deep breath. Dance like you'll never, dance like you'll never, dance like you'll never, ever gonna live again. Sometimes you don't like where you live, sometimes you don't really like your kids, sometimes you grow out of your friends, sometimes it's